Hi everyone, it's Shanley from Shanley.com. I just wanted to show you my son Jacob's completed baby album. He's 8 years old, and after all this time I thought it would be too much work and too much trouble to go back and do his first year. But I went ahead and print off his first year photos, and I had this Hallmark book with all his documenting in it, and that made the journaling much easier. So I had all the information, I had all the pictures, and I was able to put his album together within 36 hours. So there is hope for any of you who also need to go back, even if your kids are older, to go and do an album for them. I used the Project Life Baby Edition for him by Becky Higgins, and I love this kit. My only thing I didn't care for was there were so many oranges and reds, and I really thought when you're buying something specifically for a boy, you kind of expect to have more blues and greens. So other than that, I did enjoy using it. I have a ton left over, and I do have 2 other boys, 3 boys in total, so I will also use this for their album as well. This is Jacob's album in this nice light blue. I'm going to use Cobalt for Riley, and I'm going to use Rain for Cole. So I thought it would be kind of nice if they each had their own different colored album in different shades of blue. So I began my album with the Becky Higgins 12 by 12 envelope, and it's nice and durable. I have memorabilia in here, cards, drawings. I have it in the front because in the back it made this not lay flat, so I keep it in the front. I did the layout exactly how Becky Higgins shows in her intro to the baby kit video. So I started with life before baby, being showered. So this is a shower I had with family and friends. Here's a prompt card, Mom's food cravings and pregnancy quirks. I typed this with my typewriter. I like to have a mix of handwriting and typing. It gives it a cool look. And here I took a couple cards and cut them up and made a collage. I thought of the cards I received at my shower. I also have who attended and what gifts I received, and I had all this information documented in my Hallmark baby book, so it was very easy to just incorporate into here. The story of us, I'm not quite completed, but I'm going to put pictures of my husband and I dating, things about Mom, things about Dad, how we met. I also have Time Capsule, and this is really neat because it tells you about life in 2005. That's what year he was born. Popular movies, our country, fashion trends, our city, best-selling books, popular musicians, popular TV shows, cost of living, latest and greatest in technology, and news headlines. And this is also Design F, pocket page from Becky Higgins. This is Design A, and this is Expecting You, so it's just a bunch of belly photos. So I've got 4-month pregnancy, 8-month pregnant, and this is me right before I had him. And I also added a flip pocket. So it's great when you just don't want to chuck any photos. This is another prompt card, Your Bedroom. We were putting together some gifts that we received from the shower. This is another great prompt card, Preparing for You, books and websites we read, classes we took, more pictures of the bedroom. This is Choosing Your Name, so most popular baby names in 2005, other names that we considered. This is his birth announcement. I made that myself and I gave that to family and friends. I typed this out. This is all about the month of April, the diamond or the birthstone, the flower, the color, the meaning of his name, other notable births on the 21st, other important dates in history that occurred on the 21st. And next we have your arrival. So now we get into life when baby comes. I was in labor for all day, and we got there bright and early at 3 in the morning. This was taken probably around 5 in the morning. The ground was covered with snow, and it was April, and you know, in April the weather's very unpredictable, and later in the day it got very hot and all the snow had melted. So I just thought this really showed the progression of how long that took to be in labor. So here's another prompt card, Labor and Delivery. This was the card that they put in Jacob's bed. His name, how much he weighed, his length, things like that. The monitors, and another flip page. And I ended up having to have a C-section. This is my hospital bracelet, and this is the time that he was born, 10:25 p.m. Then we have another prompt card, birth facts, so all about the details, weight, etc. This is Jacob's baby ID bracelet, and this is the doctor that delivered him. And also, if you look over here, my husband and the doctor look quite similar to each other, and with their masks on over their mouth, everyone thought they looked exactly the same. This is our first family photo. The obstetrician took this photo, and they were still stitching me up, so I thought that was pretty special. And this is just me in the recovery room with my son. Bundle of balloons I received. This is a Design G Becky Higgins plastic page. I like to use a variety of plastic pages. This is Design H, baby's first bath, and that's written on this prompt card. So I just love that everything's laid out for you in this kit. With Dad, this is more baby photos. Another prompt card from the kit, first visitors, so with grandparents and friends and other family members. Another prompt card, bringing you home. And on this page, your features. So he had a full head of dark hair. So that's that prompt card. Here I have a cutout movie stub from a movie I went to when he was a couple weeks old. It was Star Wars 3, and I thought it was really funny that when I was little, Star Wars had started to come out, and all these years later, he was able to go see it in the theater, even though he slept the whole time. So I thought that was really neat to have that. These were the photos I took after a couple weeks for his birth announcement, and he was such a sturdy baby, he was kind of propped up there. Another Design H, Daddy changing him. First smiles and giggles, that's another prompt card in the kit. And he was only a month old, and I thought he had gas or something, but anyway, he was smiling, just smiled very early. And this is just pictures with Mom. Another flip pocket. This is actually a photo of me when Mom was young, another prompt card. I thought it was really neat that he looked so much like me in that photo. I've got another Design H. And this is a Design C. This is great also when you have a bunch of photos you want to hold. It has 6 photos in the front and 6 photos in the back. So, I mean, it holds 12 photos in one page. That's pretty amazing. And it's great for those who don't want to chuck any photos. These are Jacob's 8-month photos. I put it in a Becky Higgins 5x7 plastic page. I put more poses here in this flip pocket. These are Jacob's 6-month photos, and I've got more poses here. And just more pictures of baby, more Design A. I also have another 5x7 vertical plastic page by Becky Higgins. This is Jacob's 1-year photos. And another pose on this side. This is Design D for vertical photos. First solid foods, another prompt card, and this is a picture of his first receiving his solid foods for the first time, so he was pretty excited. This plastic page is actually a We Are Memory Keepers page, and it has 2 6x6 on the side and then 3 4x6s horizontal on the other side. So I thought it would be really nice to have pictures with Mommy and Jacob kind of scrapbooked traditionally in the traditional scrapbooking way, I suppose. And then here I scrapbooked these 6x6 squares of Daddy and Jacob. He loved his baby swing. More pictures of baby. This is actually a snap page, and I just have other poses of his 10-month poses, or 10-month photos. Another pose of the 1 year, and our first family photos. More design A. This is a card that we gave out at Christmas time. I thought this was really cute. This was taken at 4 months. This is us on the Blue Nose ship that was parked in Lunenburg. So I thought that was really neat. Him in his little life jacket. This is Design Q, and this is actually from the Hallmark book that I showed you. I just cut it out. And this is his first curl, so I stamped it and wrote first curl. So that was from his first haircut. And this was taken on Canada Day, and we put a little what is it? Maple leaf tattoo on the side of his cheek. I thought that was cute. And more firsts. When you first wave bye-bye, first tooth, first steps, first smile, first needle, says mama, says dada. I found the kit didn't really have a lot of firsts. This is another Design Q. And I wrote more firsts up here. This is another Design D. And this was his Halloween costume of Mickey Mouse. He looked so cute in that. Some more family photos, a picture with Santa, a picture with Lunar Jim, one of his favorite TV shows. This is his first teeth documenting card that he had. He accidentally tripped and lost his tooth, his first tooth, a little too early, so we had to take him to the dentist, and I wrote all about that. Another Design G. And more Design A at the beach. This is his first Christmas. I used the Becky Higgins Seasons card, and I thought that the snowflakes matched nicely. And he went to see Thomas, his fingerprints, and I'm going to end the album with this 12 by 12 We Are Memory Keepers page. I'm going to put his first year birthday here. And on the back, I've got a letter from Mommy and a letter from Daddy. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching.